Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to today's event.
This is Ken. Welcome back to something brand new.
Yeah, this is a whole new segment. Something, brought to you by your MVP brethrens. Today, though, it's not the MVP podcast. This is the man's review. Okay? Let me help you out a little bit. We've been waiting to recap that Bad Boys for Life, and it's time. I checked my watch. It's time. Everything coordinated. It's time. So we gonna do this, and we gonna kick it off official. Man.
Well, I just want to tell everybody, you may be sitting at home thinking, why in the hell I'm gonna listen to you review Bad Boys for Life? It's because look at us. You put us both together.
We hit it.
Will Smith.
We half of the cast right now.
I got to. Who else to listen to the review from than to half of Will Smith and other half of Will Smith? So hey,
we was right there.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't know the story, check out the MVP. But in a nutshell, ladies, somebody told us, hey, y'all two together look like Will Smith. So we just ran with the shit. There we go. You know what I'm saying? By our powers combined.
Don't talk about hello.
You know what I'm talking about? So right off the bat, we talking about Bad Boys for Life. I thought it was a great movie with Will Smith and Martin. We're gonna give our rating. We need to have like we got a trophy on the MVP, so we'll do up to 5 trophies. That's what we do at the end of do our rating system.
Okay.
But for right now, I'm gonna just tell you, I thought it was a good movie. My initial opinion, I thought it was good. I guess, and I don't know if it was because I thought it was gonna be terrible, maybe. Not terrible, but I didn't think it was gonna be as good as the original one. Just to be honest, going off into the movie, but I was pleasantly surprised, man. And I don't know how you feel about that.
I was a little skeptical. I was just gonna go see it off of the strength of it being Martin and Will Smith anyway. Well, I'm sorry, Martin and us. I didn't expect much because, let's be honest, it's too much shaky tail feather in part 2. You know what I'm saying?
Way too much.
You know what I'm saying? It was just too much for me. So I actually hadn't heard any songs from the soundtrack off this one, but I was like, you know what? For this to be the supposed final installment, and we'll get into that also. For this to be what it was, I was like, it has to be better. You know what I mean? Like you can't call it an end and come out with something subpar. So I kind of went in there with an open mind, and to Francis' point, man, I was pleasantly, surprised, and it did its numbers for me. I saw the movie real late at night. My brother wanted to go out there, my older brother Alan, and I tell you what, man, I fell asleep during the previews. But I had just landed Friday. We went Saturday night, so it was like I hadn't had time to adjust yet. But he wanted to go out, and as soon as the movie started, I was in it. I was in tune. So from start to finish. So very, very, very good movie. And like you said, we'll give our rating towards the end of it, but no beef for me.
No beef.
One Gemini man. One Gemini. I'll tell you that right now. No Gemini.
We differ on Gemini. I thought Gemini Man was an okay movie. I didn't think it was the greatest movie of all time, but it was a good movie. I didn't think it was as bad as people were saying. He think it's terrible.
Yeah, giving a rating on that, I give it 3 trophies.
Well, we're not going to rate Gemini Man.
Okay.
We're going to leave Gemini Man alone.
That's just something for you to watch, Maybe I'll watch it on the plane. It is available for me to watch. Maybe I'll watch it with an open mind.
There you go. Be open.
You know what I mean? Without expectations.
Before we get in a deep dive of this review,
yes.
For the people that's just watching, would you tell them to go watch it, spend their little money to watch it, or like we like to say, wait till it come on the Fire Stick, or wait till the DVD come out? You know what I'm saying?
I say you watch it all 3 because it's Bad Boys for Life. So it's part 1, part 2. This is number 3. You could watch it all 3 ways, but definitely go out there and support it though. It is. It's worth the dollar. It's worth the dollar. If you want to be a little cheap, bring your ID. Military. Okay. If you want to be a little cheap, for the students, they give a discount. Bring your ID. If you want to be a little cheap, bring your parents. Exactly. If y'all age, you can bring your parents. You can get the senior citizen discount. love my folks, but you qualify. Okay? So, I mean, it is worth it, you know, or go to the matinee, you know what I mean? Shave a couple dollars off. Don't get no snacks, no nachos, no Slurpee, no none of that. No popcorn, and you'll be fine. But it's definitely worth whatever the going rate is, you know, here in Texas.
I'm gonna say definitely go out there and check it out. You know what I'm talking about? Good movie for you guys to watch. Good date night type movie. Me and my wife went to go watch it. Everybody enjoyed that. My wife ain't a big action movie type person anyway, so if you want a little bit of action, a little bit of funny, go check this out. You know what I'm talking about? Please go spend your money, go out there, and nice little cheap date, and you'll be good to go. Now, for all those people that have not seen the movie, this is your time to turn the motherfucker off.
Yes, because we haven't talked about nothing yet.
Turn it off, because it will be spoilers past this point right here. We're going to talk about the movie, different parts and stuff like that. You have been warned. We have a partner in the crew that don't give you these warnings. He just blurt out the bullshit. He just blurted it out. You know what I'm saying?
Can't hold water, man.
So we giving it to you in advance. Turn off the TV or turn off this feed right here if you don't want to hear the spoilers. Okay, got that out the way, man. What were some of the highlights of that movie, man? What you look at?
Martin?
Martin was hilarious.
I'm not gonna lie, that boy had me. He was killing me, man. I was thinking about him, man. I mean, just it was pure, man. Like you could tell, like it's not scripted for him. You know what I mean? I think they give him that free range to just freelance. And hey, man, you do what you do, and you know you kind of know the script and where it's headed, but you can make it your own. You know what I mean? And I just don't know how many takes it took for them to get through that, because that dude is something stupid, man.
He funny, man. With my part, man. You like Martin.
Yeah.
I like Will trying to act like he was young the whole time. That shit got it for me. You know what I'm talking about? And then when he with the dynamic of when he got with the younger guys, and the younger guys was like, nigga, you old. Bitch. You know what I'm saying? Get your old ass up out of here. You ain't the same Martin. I mean, the same Mike Larry that you used to
Probably
be.
fucked your mom. That dude's stupid.
I liked all that, man. The funniest part of the movie wasn't supposed to be funny.
Okay.
It was the part where Martin went into church. And his face just had me rolling. I don't know why it did. But he was trying to be serious and cried, talking about, I ain't going to do nothing bad if it's right there. That shit was hilarious to me, man. Martin's face just looked funny. You know what I'm talking about? So, it wasn't supposed to be funny, so my bad, Martin. I still think you did a great job on the movie. That part was funny for me. That face he was making, like, I won't do that. That shit was hilarious, man.
Oh, man.
The action was good. I thought it was great action. It just, I would have had more action. That was about my only critique of the movie. I would have had a little bit more action. But, on the other hand, you got to have some story, too. We ain't seen these cats in I don't know how many years. So, I understand both angles, but I would have had just a little more action. I guess they said we're going to OD on the action at the end of the movie to make up for all the action throughout the movie, because they OD for real.
It was intense. It was intense. But I was also going to say, even how it started off, man, you know, them drinking at the bar, having a nightlife, and Martin just kept looking over at old chick, the lieutenant.
Yeah.
Talking about, man, you dumb. Dumbass. Like, I thought that was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real. Once y'all see it, if you haven't seen it, she look good. She look good. Yeah, bro. You dumbass. But, you know, when the boys decided to go outside and have a fucking sprint.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh, I said, these old ass niggas, right? And that's exactly how they look, like some old ass niggas, man. So
I want to give props to whoever this dude is.
Which one?
Y'all watched it, his son.
Oh, man.
His son was cold on the movie.
Bruh, did you see what? Before I'm fast forwarding, but you know, we know he pulled up, you know,
on the bike,
on
the front wheel,
3-round burst.
That shit was hard.
Bam, 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 like them kill shots. You know what I'm saying? And once you see the movie, the bullet that damn big. I'm not lying. Let me move out so you can see in the backdrop. It's that damn big. Them hoes, that damn big. I'm talking from here to here. You know what I'm saying? Not like wide. I'm talking lengthwise. Them was some killers. But when they pulled up at the shipyard, and dude was like, okay, thank you. He gave him the money.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, the rest is mine. I don't renegotiate. You know what I'm saying? Like, that boy, I don't know if they sped it up, but the way that nigga...
Yo, everybody.
Yo, I said, yeah, this... His son was the truth.
His son the truth. So
his son was the truth.
That's why I'm so excited to see Bad Boys Part 4 is because his son.
Yes.
His son is super dope. I like the whole twist of that whole thing of him being his son. I thought that was super dope. I like that whole aspect of his son part. Has he been in any other movies? I need to look him up. He can't be Brandon.
Oh, him.
Yeah,
the actor himself.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying like the guy. Like, was he somewhere floating around? No.
Nah,
I don't know.
I'm trying to see if this dude been in anything else because this dude
that
was
boy
real
was
good.
That boy was dope. That boy was dope. I would say is there's not too many things that I could say I didn't like about the movie. Even when they was using the rubber bullets.
Yeah, that was
And
fun.
they shot dude, and he fell off the motorcycle. And he had this big ass knot on his forehead. And Martin's like, I gotta touch it. I gotta touch it. I'll tell you, like, Martin, his light shined bright in this one. I thought he was hilarious in part 2 at a certain point when he took the ecstasy pill. Right? That's when he was just like retarded funny. But this one is literally from start to finish. There's nothing, no scene that this man is a part of that I did not cry laughing in. Hell, them being on the airplane. He was talking about, you fuck the witch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How you fuck a witch and don't try, like, there's stuff like that, man. And then he's asking regular passengers, like, man, would you fuck a witch? Like, it's shit like that. It's comedic genius, man. And I gotta give him kudos. You know, they both played their parts like they were supposed to. You know what I mean? Will with the bravado, the machismo, and then, Martin with the laid back, nah, I don't want to do that no more. We old type stuff. So, I really, really, really thoroughly enjoyed the movie, man. I'm glad that I waited until I got here because I could have watched it in Kuwait.
You would have missed some stuff.
I know, and that's the point. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, if you are in these countries that cut out a lot, hey man, you still should go watch it. But for me, luckily and fortunately, it came out when I was, already headed to the house. So, man, I'm pleased with the movie, man. I'm actually talking about going to see it again.
Anything negative though? Because they hearing all the positivity.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to think of stuff, and I keep thinking about Martin. You know what I'm saying? Like,
why you thinking?
What he said? Beijing. What's that?
Oh,
I
yeah.
know that color, Beijing.
When he was in the hospital,
He started coloring his beard.
that was funny, man. I got some negatives I want to say about the movie.
Okay.
First off, I understand you got to have a story.
Mm-hmm.
So they had some slow parts for me.
Okay.
They did have some slow parts. The whole thing with Martin wanted to not be in the shit, you know what I'm talking about? When he was just doing stuff around the house, I think that whole part could have. I didn't need to see him and the him breaking a fan, like that shit ain't even realistic. You know what I'm saying? That's unbelievable. And then my main gripe is at the end of the movie, they got the big battle scene, and then they got the big white guy. And they told him, look, you're going to have to fight now because you just want to be in the thing. You're going to have to fight. And dude tackled a whole column. He tackled that motherfucker.
And took off.
Took the whole column off. And tore the whole building down. Like, that was a little corny. I mean, if he was that good the whole time, I wouldn't care what he said. Like when they told him to fight, even his acting, even when they told him to fight, he didn't have 2 seconds about it. He was he killing people for no reason. I mean, he doing stuff like he should be. He don't need the whole ammo. Just take that white boy.
He didn't need nobody else.
That white boy killing everybody. Like that was my whole thing. Like I know Will and I think Will or Martin. I can't remember which one. One of them asked him like, "What's up with him?" And he was like, yeah, he like to stay in here, something happened or whatever. I don't even think they told about what happened really, or did they?
It was Martin. Yeah, they said he was a bouncer before.
Gotcha.
Yeah, punched the man. Yeah,
killed somebody.
Yeah.
But let's say, even if you're a bouncer,
yeah.
how in the hell you go from being a bouncer to
to
knowing all these goddamn skills this nigga killed everybody with at the end of the movie? This nigga went crazy. Like, hey.
Hitman for hire, brother. I don't know.
Hey, I don't know. But that part was a little bit, I mean, maybe cartoony, but I thought it was good because it brings up another movie and it's like, okay, now the person they going against has to be, the stakes need to go higher because his son is cold, the white boy cold. Them two together to tear up the whole world. I mean,
I don't need nobody else. Don't need nobody else.
The damn Rock gonna be the next villain and the next bad boy.
Hey.
Because that's the only one that you see. Rock holding a damn helicopter.
Helicopter with one arm.
I still ain't watched that movie because that bullshit, man.
Bruh.
I ain't watched that movie because that killed me right there.
It ain't no regular helicopter. We talking about military craft. Like, yeah, this ain't airplane news coverage.
The shit on Rambo Part 3 when motherfuckers driving it.
Yeah, the gunner chopper gunner. Like, it's one of them joints. And I'm like, bro, you can't be serious.
Yeah, man.
You can't be serious.
That was my main gripe. So it's gonna show up in the rating of this movie. So you know what I'm saying? Any negatives you got?
I ain't like that they killed my guy.
Oh,
I could take everything else. And I get why, they decided to kill him.
I don't think it was necessary.
But yeah, I'd rather him just would have got shot and pulled through.
Yeah.
As opposed to it actually being death. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the chief, the captain.
The cat from the Matrix that said ignorance is bliss. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, but it's like, I wish that didn't happen, but I understood it because, the witch, the Bura, she said, no, he has to feel pain, and then once you take everything from him, then, it'll be that.
But don't it seem like she should have aimed at Martin too? It seemed like Martin
I thought that would have been.
too.
I thought that should have been the number one. Not the. I understand they had to paint the story and let them figure it out as to what was going on. That way, Will could realize, oh, it's her. You know what I'm saying? But all roads lead to her. But the whole time I'm thinking, damn, when's Martin gonna get shot?
Martin need to get shot sometime.
When's Martin gonna get shot?
Yeah.
They just forgot about the nigga. So I'm like,
I honestly thought when he pulled up, because she said wait for him for last, I thought his son was shooting at Martin. I honestly thought that's who he was going to shoot at. And then they turned around and they showed the fire going off and it was going at Will. I was like, oh, okay. They don't even care nothing about Martin. It's like, let that nigga retire. You know what I'm saying? So, big ups to Martin character for even wanting to get back in that shit after he was clear. He was in free and clear.
So was,
man. But what you going to give? What's your rating, man? How many trophies you get this movie, man?
Full trophies or like
you can do half.
Got big and then little ones.
You can do half. You can do half trophies too.
Out of 5, right?
Yeah, out of 5.
I'm gonna give it about it's over 4. I'm gonna give it definitely 4 point.
You can only do halves, man.
Okay, I give it 4. Only halves?
Yeah, only halves.
I was gonna say like 3. So, damn.
Just like stars, you like 3.5 stars and stuff like
Man,
that. You don't live half.
Real talk, I really enjoyed the movie. I'm gonna give it 4.5.
4.5 stars.
Personally, I was gonna go 4.3, but when you round up, if you went to the proper school, 0.3 rounds up to 5 to another. You know what I'm saying? Since we're not going to 5, I'll go to 4.5. So I'll go 4.5.
Gotcha.
4.5 will work for me.
I'm gonna give it 4 trophies out of 5. The reason why is just nostalgia. Love to see them two together. I'm happy just to see Martin on the camera again. So I was missing that. You know what I'm saying? And then something that wasn't like a kid movie. I'm tired of him doing road trips and shit like that, driving with Raven Simone, Rebound and shit like that. Cause them movies, whatever. So shout out to Martin, he back in here. Shout out to Will. It's always good to see Will Smith.
Yes,
so just because them two being on the camera alone got them 3 trophies from me. So you know what I'm saying? When the movie was actually good, I give it 4 trophies out of 5. So I just want you guys to make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all go watch the movie. We're going to have more of these coming up. And we're going to review some more stuff, man. Y'all just stay tuned and we'll holler at y'all later.
For sure.
MVP. What is this?
We going to do MVP?
No. What you say? What did you say it was called?
Man's Review.
You heard.
Holla at us.
Peace out.